annals of rock and roll history, few figures have left an indelible mark quite like Chubby Checker. Born Ernest Evans on October 3, 1941, in the rural hamlet of Spring Gully, South Carolina, Checker rose from humble beginnings to become a global icon, synonymous with the dance craze that swept the world in the early 1960s. His signature hit, The Twist, didn't just top the charts, it revolutionized how people moved to music, bridging generations and cultures in a way that few songs ever have. But Checker's story is far more than a single dance sensation. It's a tale of perseverance, innovation, and cultural impact that spans over 6 decades. From picking cotton on his family's farm to headlining sold-out tour and earning a spot in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Checker's biography is a testament to the American dream, infused with rhythm, resilience, and a touch of controversy. This comprehensive exploration delves deep into his life, drawing from interviews, historical records, and personal anecdotes to paint a vivid portrait of the man behind the moves. As we embark on this journey through Checker's life, we'll uncover the early struggles that shaped him, the meteoric rise that made him a household name, the challenges of sustaining fame in a changing industry, and the enduring legacy that continues to influence music and dance today. With a career boasting over 20 million records sold, Grammy Awards, and a dance that remains a staple at weddings and parties worldwide, Checker's story is one of triumph over adversity. Yet, it's also a narrative laced with the realities of racial barriers in mid-20th century America, artistic frustrations, and legal battles that highlight the complexities of stardom. Let's twist our way through the chapters of his extraordinary life. Ernest Evans entered the world during a time of profound social change in the United States. Born to Raymond and Erdel Evans in Spring Gully, a small community in South Carolina, young Ernest was immersed in the harsh realities of rural Southern life from an early age. His family worked as sharecroppers, raising tobacco and cotton on modest farmland. In a 2020 interview with Forbes, Checker reflected on those formative years. Born Ernest Evans, Checker worked at a young age picking cotton on his father's farm in South Carolina, where his family also raised tobacco. These experiences instilled in him a strong work ethic and a deep appreciation for music as an escape. Gospel hymns from church services and the bluesy rhythms echoing from local juke joints sparked his initial passion for performance. By the age of 8, the Evans family relocated to South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, seeking better opportunities amid the great migration of African Americans from the South. Settling in the projects, Ernest grew up in a vibrant but challenging urban environment. He attended South Philadelphia High School, where he honed his musical talents. At the Settlement Music School, he learned the basics of piano, but it was his vocal impressions that truly set him apart. Classmates recall him mimicking legends like Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, and Fats Domino with uncanny accuracy. One close friend from those days was Fabian Forte, who would later become the teen idol known simply as Fabian. After school, Ernest juggled odd jobs to support his family. He worked at the fresh farm poultry in the Italian market on 9th Street and at the produce market. It was here that his boss, Anthony Tambone, dubbed him Chubby due to his stocky build. Henry Colt, the owner of Fresh Farm Poultry and a friend of songwriter Calman from Cameo Parkway Records, recognized Ernest's talent and arranged a private recording session as a gift for Dick Clark, the host of American Bandstand. Clark's wife, Barbara, upon hearing the young singer's style reminiscent of Fats Domino, suggested the stage name Chubby Checker, a playful twist on Fats Domino that stuck for life. In a revealing interview with Penny Black Music in 2010, Checker described his early life as the foundation of his story. My life can change a lot of things. I mean a lot of little things. The first 8 years of my life are the first chapter of the book. These little things included forming a street corner harmony group by age 11, performing for tips, and dreaming of a life beyond the projects. Music wasn't just a hobby, it was a lifeline pulling him from the streets into the spotlight. Checker's entry into the music industry was as unconventional as his name. At just 17 years old in December 1958, he recorded a novelty single for Dick Clark. Titled The Class, it featured Checker impersonating various artists, Fats Domino, the Coasters, Elvis Presley, Cozy Cole, and even the Chipmunks, while reciting Mary Had a Little Lamb as a chaotic classroom scene. Released as Clark's Christmas greeting to friends and associates, the track unexpectedly charted at number 38 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the spring of 1959. This modest success caught the eye of Cameo Parkway Records, who signed him promptly. By July 1960, at the age of 18, Checker made his live debut introducing The Twist at the Rainbow Club in Wildwood, New Jersey. The song was a cover of Hank Ballard and the Midnighters' 1959 R&B hit, which had peaked at number 16 on the rhythm and blues chart but failed to cross over to mainstream audiences. Checker's version, however, was electrifying. Propelled by energetic performances on American Bandstand, where teenage dancers showcased the simple yet infectious moves, the twist exploded. It topped the Billboard Hot 100 in September 1960, driven by youth culture, and remarkably returned to #1 in January 1962 after adults caught on following a performance on The Ed Sullivan Show, watched by over 10 million viewers. The song's success was monumental. By 1965, it had sold over 15 million copies, earning multiple gold discs from the RIAA, yet Checker has often expressed mixed feelings about it. In interviews, he lamented that the twist overshadowed his vocal talents, reducing him to a dance demonstrator in the eyes of critics. "It really ruined my life wish. I was on my way to becoming a big nightclub performer and the twist just got me kind of off base," he told Pop Matters in 2017. Despite this, the track's cultural impact was undeniable, spawning a dance mania that influenced everything from fashion to social gatherings. Riding the wave of the twist, Checker unleashed a string of up-tempo dance anthems that defined the early 1960s. Tracks like the Hucklebuck #14, The Fly #7, Dance the Mess Around #24, and Pony Time, his second #1 hit, kept him at the forefront of the charts. Let's Twist Again in 1961 not only revived the twist craze, but earned him the Grammy Award for Best Rock and Roll Recording in 1962. Collaborations added to his appeal. A duet with D.D. Sharp on Slow Twistin' reached #3. While Dancin' Party, Popeye the Hitchhiker, and 20 Miles showcased his versatility. Checker's innovation extended beyond music. He popularized dances like the Pony, the Fly, and the Limbo. His 1962 hit Limbo Rock, which added lyrics to the Champ's instrumental, peaked at #2 and became synonymous with the limbo dance. By introducing these styles, Checker bridged rock and roll with physical expression, making music interactive. A Christmas duet with Bobby Rydell on Jingle Bell Rock further cemented his status as a versatile entertainer. However, the British invasion of 1964, led by the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, shifted tastes toward more introspective rock, sidelining Checker's dance-oriented style. His last top 40 hit was Let's Do the Freddy in 1965, a nod to Freddie and the Dreamers. As the counterculture era dawned, Checker toured Europe extensively, where he remained popular, recording and performing through the late 1960s. The 1970s saw Checker adapt to new trends. Disputes at Cameo Parkway made his original masters unavailable, leading to re-recordings for compilations. He embraced disco, becoming a superstar in Europe with TV appearances and new releases. In 1969, his cover of the Beatles, Back in the USSR on Butter Records, reached #82, his last chart entry until 1982's Running, #91. A psychedelic album in 1971, originally titled Checkered, explored new sounds but flopped commercially. The 1980s brought revival with the Twist Yo Twist, alongside the Fat Boys in 1988, hitting #2 in the UK. In 2008, Knock Down the Walls topped Billboard's dance chart, and in 2009 he recorded a PSA for the Social Security Administration. 2013's Changes marked another comeback, reaching charts and featuring on NBC's Today Show. Partnerships like the 2015 Rock and Roll to the Rescue Tour for animal welfare highlighted his philanthropic side. In 2025, Checker's induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, eligible since 1986, finally recognized his contributions following years of advocacy. As Goldmine magazine argued in 2010, the Hall's twisted criteria had long overlooked him. Amid fame, Checker's personal life provided stability. In 1963, he proposed to Catharina Lauders, the 1962 Miss World from the Netherlands, whom he met in Manila. Their song Lottie Lo was inspired by her. They married on April 12, 1964 and have 3 children, Bianca Johanna Evans, Ilka Evans, and Shan Egan, a musician, plus daughter Misty Bass, a WNBA player. Controversies punctuated his career. In 2002, he protested outside the Rock Hall induction over snubs and airplay issues. A 2013 lawsuit against HP for a Chubby Checker app estimating penis size based on shoe size highlighted trademark battles with partial success in court. Checker's accolades include the 2008 Billboard honor for The Twist as the most popular Hot 100 single ever, a 2014 induction into the National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame, and the 2025 Rock Hall nod. His influence on dance and music is profound, changing social norms and inspiring generations.